Hey, good morning, Chillie with Chillie's Cruises here. And as you can probably tell, I still have a scratchy voice, which means that I'm apt to start coughing at any time. I just can't seem to completely shake this thing. I've got one more day of antibiotics left. So hopefully it's going to get rid of this. Actually, I don't feel bad. It's just my voice. So anyway, a couple things to cover this morning. One on my side, some good news and some bad news. First, the bad news, just in case something weird is happening on your end. My computer, my laptop computer, is semi broke. The hinge that opens to open up the top, the screen part of it, broke. So while I have it open and it's working now, I don't know how much damage that did, because when the little thing broke off of some little pieces and crumblies fell out. It happened to me about a year ago. And when I took it to the repair place, they kept it for a month before I got it back. I can't do without my computer a month. I used to have a backup, an old-fashioned a tower, an old PC. Which that's dead now too. So anyway, so I got to have my computer. So probably what I'm going to end up doing is going and buying a new one this morning and transferring all my files, because I have, especially with all the videos that I do, I have literally thousands of pictures and files. I have all kinds of clips, video clips and files. That I just can't afford to lose. So probably, I mean, again, I'm not technically oriented, so I know all my stuff goes into a cloud, and I got to make it rain on a new computer. I basically. So that's going to be on the agenda today. So I'm hoping that I'm coming through okay. When they repaired the thing before, they screwed up the camera, which is why I use an external camera now. So a new one, I'll be back to using the computer the camera in the computer again, I assume. But anyway, that's going to happen. So I'm hoping everything's coming through on your end. Hey, Jason, thank you. I sound better. I'm glad to hear that. The other thing, I spent probably the most productive hour I've spent in the last 5 years yesterday with our friend Bruce, that was from Traveling with Bruce up in Canada. I've mentioned this a couple times before. When he did his interview show with our friend Emma from England, that's been on this show before, he had the format was exactly what I've been trying to find since Google did away with the Hangouts, which is what I was using for my interview shows. And I've not been able to come up with anything close to be able to duplicate a split screen interview where both my guest and me are the same size. You can do the Skype thing where one of us becomes a little small up in one of the corners, and then your guest has the main screen. And when I talk, it switches and I become big, and I don't like that. So I just want a plain old split screen with my guest and me, that I can control back and forth if I want to. So I can start off interviewing, and I can start off the show with myself and then bring the guest on. It says a little more professional, it looks better. So Bruce came up with the format to do that. So I set up an appointment with him, and we spent about an hour chatting on the phone. I have the new system now, the new format. I was going to use it this morning until I started having computer issues with mine breaking, the hinge breaking. So I'm not on the new system yet. Probably when I get the new computer and get everything downloaded and reloaded and all like that, probably maybe Saturday show will be on the new system. But I'll be able to go back to my Chillie chats on this channel, where I interview not only just industry leaders like Emma, in the travel space and cruise space, but it might be just an average everyday person that's been on a cruise. Maybe somebody went on their first cruise and are willing to come on and we'll do an interview on how they liked it, or somebody that's been on a ship that we want to talk about that ship. So there's a lot I can do on interviews that's not necessarily the big hitters. I'd like to do more of those too. But so that's ahead. Now, couple stories for today. Anyway, the new system I'll hopefully have in place Saturday, and you'll see what it looks like. Because I can do a lot more things with it. I'll also be able to simultaneously broadcast on multiple platforms. So, like I could do YouTube live, like this is live on YouTube, and at the same time, I could be on Facebook or my Facebook group page or my Facebook travel Chillie's Cruises Facebook page. I could multi-stream the live broadcast. So it's really a neat system when I get it down. I can have intros and outros, and it's just going to be a lot more professional. So I'm thrilled with it. So anyway, all right, let's get to the news for the morning. There's a couple things. Celebrity cruise line, and I don't do a whole lot with Celebrity, and probably that's going to be one of the growing markets. Celebrity overall is at least its opinion to be a high-end cruise line, a little more expensive than some, but you get your money's worth. But Celebrity will make history when one of their cruise ships sets sail with the first all-female bridge and officer team next spring. The historic sailing will take place on International Women's Day, March the 8th, 2020, aboard the cruise line newest and award-winning ship, the Celebrity Edge. And the captain will be Captain Kate McHugh, who is from the U.S., by the way. And the entire female staff will be 26 other women running the ship. Now, I have a slight objection to this, folks, but it's not the one you're going to think. I'm tickled pink to see an all-female run ship. I think that's fabulous. I would have no problem with that whatsoever. The only thing that bothers me about this story is they don't say that this is going to be the permanent staff. It seems to be written so that it's going to be the staff for that one day, for the International Women's Day. I hope that's not the case. And the CEO of Celebrity is a woman, a female lady. I'm not being a sexist here. I'm supporting the women. But I think that's going to be a disservice if this is not the permanent crew on the Celebrity Edge. And that would be newsmaking to me. But I think it's fabulous. I really do. When I was just on a cruise on Norwegian this week, and there was a couple of female staff members, upper staff members that I talked to, and they were delightful folks, and obviously knew their stuff. So I have no problem at all with the female staff. I think it's terrific. Hats off to Celebrity. Like I say, I just hope that Captain Kate and all of the rest of the staff, and they're from like 17 different countries, making up the 26 women. It's fabulous. And I am thrilled beyond anything that they're doing it. I just hope that it is a permanent move, and the Celebrity Edge will now be captained and run by a women crew. That's the newsmaking part of this, and I hope that's what it is. The Edge obviously has been a fabulous ship since it came out last year. It's neat. That's the one that's got the floating. It's a restaurant part of the time, and a whole deck that goes up and down is like an elevator. It's a cool ship. I haven't been on it yet, but I like what I see. So that was the main thing. You know, they're going to have a day, at least a day, International Women's Day, which will be all women crew. I just hope that it becomes permanent and the all-female bridge and officer leadership team stays on there permanently. So CEO Lisa Lutoff-Perlow, I hope you're listening, or somebody sends it to you so you can hear the opinion of the old fat travel guy from Virginia. That's me. So hats off to you. I hope it becomes permanent. The only other thing that was on the news wires, there's a rather slow day today as far as travel and cruise industry news. Does anybody know that there's another damn tropical storm? I didn't. This one kind of surprised me when I saw it during the night last night. Tropical Storm Sebastian got a little stronger yesterday, but it's expected it was during the night last night. It made a right-hand turn, and now it's just kind of meandering northeastwardly. It's out there in the Atlantic, about a couple hundred miles from the Leeward Islands, and it's turned and heading northeast now, and it's heading to nowhere. So it's supposed to merge with a colder system tomorrow, which will put an end to it. But it's kind of interesting that there's another tropical storm after the season's over. But it was became a tropical storm, I guess, Tuesday, and strengthened some yesterday. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, it's not much. It's moving about 7 miles an hour. It got up to hurricane force winds at 74 miles an hour yesterday. But anyway, that's supposed to just trickle away to nothing. So that's it for today. Like I say, I'm going to head off and do some computer shopping this morning and make sure that I can get from my cloud business, excuse me, to a new computer so that all my files and pictures and videos and stuff I can save and resort. So that's the ad for this morning. Of course, anything major that happens between now and Saturday, I'll either get a video up or go live again. And then this is going to be the last really slow week I have. My niece is leaving again next week. So I'll have her pet sitting business on top of everything else for the next 6 weeks. So that'll be fun for me, but it'll be busy. So that's it for this morning. As you know, if you're new, welcome to you. We do have some new subscribers. Hope you're with us today. Hey, Gretchen just popped in. I'll say hello. Thank you with good luck on shopping. Yeah, and she's with me on the female crew. So anyway, that's it for today, folks. Regularly post videos in all facets of the travel and cruise industry. If you'd like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, and my interview shows, which will be back soon with the new system called Chillie Chats. And of course, our travel and cruise industry news Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Make sure you subscribe down there in the lower right-hand corner. Hit this little bell notification. It'll notify you anytime I go live or when I post a new video. And with no further ado, we'll see you guys Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Chillie, the fat travel guy. Later, y'all.